Hi, this is Sherry Veronica, and when I read about the Greek myths, I'm pretty interested in them. And I think that when kids are taught to look back at history, it is not supposed to be with any honor. There are no heroes, there is no one or no thing to worship. You look back on history to build on it, to make it more favorable to what you want to see for yourself, or maybe if you are so inclined, if you have offspring, you want to see a future that may be better than the history of time past. Okay, so when you read any book, any book that details history, especially when you get into the Greek mythologies, when you get into like Poseidon, for instance, I'm attracted to him. And his father, when they said that his father swallowed him as a baby and also his other siblings, build on it. It's not supposed to be repeated verbatim because you did not live in that time. Build on it. Engage your imagination and build on history, and just dare to improve on what you are reading. Add to what you are reading. Extend, stretch. Just go into yourself and become one of these Greek gods and do what they did back then, what they wrote about back then. Do it even better. Now, I say this to post a little thing that I put on Facebook, but I am totally enthralled with these stories. That's what they are, stories. And I really would like to encourage parents, people who are bringing kids into the world, to get away from the worship, from the honor, from the heroes. Get away from all that get away from all that and focus on training your kids to be creators. If you heard that, for instance, in 9/11, the buildings came down in New York City, you're hearing that. That's going to be their history, okay? I lived it. That's going to be kids coming on board. That's going to be their history. If you're hearing things like that, or if you're teaching things like that, teach your kids not only to swallow what they said in whatever books they're going to be reading about that event, but make them think about what can you do to make sure that that never happens again. Can you be a builder that can construct something that can withstand any kind of destruction? Can you create a building that can, if something is heading towards it, it can actually bilocate, move, get off where it is, the structure, and move to avoid being impacted? Can it resist water? Let's say that there was a 40-foot flood. Can your building swim? Yes. You would say float. Can your building swim within that water and become one with that water and survive, and no destruction at all? You have got to get your kids to start thinking of themselves as creators, not just mere human beings, but creators, like gods of a sort, gods. So this is why I do this particular video on Cronus and Poseidon, and the imaginations that the Greeks had back in the day. We need to get back there. We need to get back to imagining these things and becoming creators. This is Sherry Veronica.